that'll be going down.
Welcome back to The Gloves Are Off. Brian, you don't get any more time to make fun of me about my attempts at being Western and horse riding because our guest gets a chance to sound off. So, Kevin, you get to look in this camera right here. 30 seconds on the clock to talk about whatever you would like. Go ahead.
Great time to be a sports fan. CFL season starting this week here. It's great. It's fantastic to see. I hope the Riders have a great year this year. I hope the Eskimos don't. Sorry about that. Big thing with baseball. I encourage people to get out, watch the North Saskatchewan River Baseball League. A lot of guys playing that league around Lloyd, and it's great baseball. We'd like to see the support from all the teams. And I think it's important that we support our local sports teams, such as Bobcats and Bandits and that. But yeah, summertime, fantastic sports season.
When you go on time there too, impressive. I have a couple questions for you guys here for Sound Off. Hockey Hall of Fame committee, they are meeting today to discuss next year's inductees, the next class. Who would you like to see inducted and why? Kevin, you get to go first because you're our guest.
Well, the one thing about the Hockey Hall of Fame is it's slowly becoming the for very good players, not the excellent players. And I think sometimes we're putting in too many players.
Well, it's a little bit too easy
absolutely.
to get in. Yeah.
So I'd like to see it slow down or a little more strict in terms of who can get in. What do you think, Brian?
Oh, I agree with all the points. I'm not sure. Did Dave Anderchuk get in yet?
Yeah, I thought he was last year, wasn't he?
I'm not sure if he got in. Maybe he did get in.
Maybe it was close. I can't remember.
I don't know who's up even being nominated for it anymore. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, there's a couple good names.
Give me a name, right? One name you think of. That's where I went blank. I'm just trying to think of who it was.
No, I don't even have them here. I don't know who specifically they're considering. It was like a general meeting of.
I think they could, the criteria, and this isn't America versus Canada. I think the criteria for Baseball Hall of Fame and the NFL is just unbelievable. That's
a lot stricter,
right?
It's
but see,
generally
speaking, that's why when you see them go up and get into the Hall of Fame, them just bawling
such a big
and
deal,
crying,
like Cooperstown, you know that it's
huge, and we should do that because that National Hockey League is our game, and it should be a tough criteria to get into that, so they can be very proud of what they accomplished. And no slight to any of them.
No, exactly.
But the new rules should be set a little higher.
I agree with that. It is true. You know, they get the jacket, they do the big ceremony, NFL, baseball, and
and it's a huge production and such a great atmosphere that I even like to watch it too. And I'm not a big fan of the NFL. I love watching NFL, don't get me wrong, but I never would watch who got inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I've watched it not so much for who was in, but the production of how it's done, and I think it's fantastic.
It's that whole, and
criteria
bigger, better down there too, right?
But it could be here. There's no reason that it shouldn't be.
It absolutely should be.
It should be.
Yeah. All right. Next question for you guys. This one is, of course, from Aaron Strack. Is there an all-time baseball highlight that stands out in your mind?
Oh,
I know what mine is.
I know what mine is.
What's yours?
Oh, God. First baseman, Boston Red Sox.
Bill Buckner?
Bill Buckner against Gary Carter. Was it Gary Carter?
Mookie Wilson.
Mookie Wilson hit it down, drop. Oh, my God. That was horrible.
That
was the worst one I could, because I was a Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
That sucked.
What about for you?
Two involving Joe Carter in '92 World Series, and he caught Timlin's throw for the last out against the Braves, and then '93 when he hit the walk-off home run to win the World Series.
And there's one more.
Mine was going to be too, honestly.
Oh, come on. I thought it was going to be Brian Kern scoring his first NHL goal.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, you weren't born then. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were born.
What year was that?
It would be 1983.
Oh, yeah. I was just a figment of my parents' imagination back then. Yeah. But no, I remember the Carter, and my uncle bought me that Series for the World book. You know, that's what I remember. All right, and finally, because you are a baseball guy, is America's favorite pastime still the favorite? Do you still think baseball is number one in America?
No, I think football has surpassed it.
Yeah.
You listen to a lot of radio talk shows, ESPN and Fox Sports and all that, and they really focus on football. If it wasn't for the lockout right now, you'd hear more on football than baseball.
Yeah.
So it's too bad. But and what caused that was the labor strike in
I think so.
I was just going to say that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I was saying baseball for sure, and then after you were saying that, I was like, no, because of what baseball has done to themselves and all the striking, and that's just I can see you wanting the dollars and everything like that. This is not going to help football either, though. This is
no. That's true.
That's why I think they're proceeding with such caution too. I think they've got a little. They don't want history to repeat.
I would fight for the players for sure in the football because I know the numbers a little bit better than I know in baseball. but I mean, it's ridiculous what some of these owners are making, and not sharing the wealth is what they're arguing about more than anything.
All right, well, we are out of time for this edition of The Gloves Are Off. Kevin, thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure being
Brian,
here.
always a pleasure to have you back.
Yeah, right.
All right, we look forward to seeing you again next week on The Gloves Are Off.